The year is 2009, and fresh off the success of GTA 4, Rockstar Games was already deep into its next project. At this point, the team was all in on Return to San Andreas, but this time, they had almost a decade of world-building experience and, crucially, had finally mastered the hardware of the PS3 and Xbox 360. With a team of over 1,000 people and a budget that would rival a Hollywood movie, Rockstar would create a game that still tops the charts over 12 years later after the initial release, and on average sells 1 million copies every single month since release. This is a story of the 3-year development cycle of GTA 5 and how Rockstar created a game so big that it sits alongside names like McDonald's and Apple in terms of global recognition. In April of 2008, the conceptual phase of GTA 5 began, but before full production on GTA 5 started, there were some key takeaways from the development of GTA 4 that Rockstar wanted to fix. GTA 4 was their first major project on 7th generation consoles, being the PS3 and Xbox 360, and development was hampered by the team's unfamiliarity with the new hardware. It was technically ambitious and challenging, especially on the PS3, but by 2008, the team had become intimately familiar with the architecture and limitations of both of those consoles. For example, GTA 4 was heavily constrained by limited draw distances in pop-in due to earlier struggles with streaming large worlds. Engineers at Rockstar spent time during the planning phase to dramatically improve streaming and LOD handling. The new Rage engine, which was Rockstar's internal engine that all modern-era Rockstar games run on, could render large landmarks and distant terrain from miles away, enabling true fixed-wing aircraft and large-scale vistas without immersion-breaking pop-in. The team was now able to extract more performance from the PS3 and Xbox 360 hardware, enabling what felt like an unlimited draw distance. The static weather presets from GTA 4 were replaced by a dynamic, real-time weather system, which allowed for a more immersive day and night cycle, and the shooting mechanics were overhauled by borrowing systems developed for Max Payne 3. While engine upgrades were underway, the design team at Rockstar spent nearly a full year actively researching Los Angeles at the start of GTA 5's development, combining on-the-ground field trips with digital tools to recreate Los Santos, a highly created and stylized version of Southern California that emphasized detail, personality, and gameplay over strict realism. Their goal was not to create LA one-to-one, but to capture the essence of the city. The creation of the game world began almost immediately in pre-production with the construction of a white box city. This initial untextured 3D model, which took a small team of designers roughly 9 to 12 months to block out, established the fundamental layout of roads, districts, and major landmarks. This digital skeleton was then fleshed out with details for one of the most exhaustive research efforts in gaming history. Also, right from the jump, Rockstar knew they wanted to expand the narrative in a way that hadn't been done before. The team settled on a concept of featuring 3 distinct playable protagonists instead of the traditional single lead. The characters revolved around the concept of greed, ambition, and pure chaos. The idea was not entirely new. It had first been raised during the development of GTA San Andreas, but was ultimately shelved due to the hardware and design limitations of the PS2 era. The expansion demonstrated that players would embrace new protagonists with an established world and that their stories could be cleverly intertwined. This gave Rockstar the confidence to build the entirety of GTA 5 around 3 simultaneously controlled characters whose lives and criminal careers would intersect. It was a significant gamble, said art director Aaron Garbett. He also acknowledged that there would be internal concerns that such a drastic departure from the series' established formula might backfire. However, the creative leadership believed it was the key to moving the franchise's storytelling into more original territory. Additionally, GTA Online was developed in tandem with the single-player story, but was always envisioned as a distinct experience. The initial design vision, according to lead mission designer Imran Sarwar, was to expand on the concept of the single-player heists to create a deeply cooperative experience where each players of a 4-man crew would have a critical and unique role to play in the outcome of a complex, multi-stage mission. Right off the bat, GTA 5 hit the ground running. The first year and a half of development involved preliminary, conceptual, and planning phases, addressing GTA 4's technical limitations, dramatically improving the Rage engine for better streaming and draw distances, implementing a dynamic weather system, overhauling shooting mechanics, and conducting research for the game world of Los Santos, alongside the critical decision to feature the protagonists and create the frameworks of GTA Online. The bones of the game were starting to take form, but there was still a lot of work left to be done in the next 2 years. But before we dive into what happens next in GTA's development, I just wanted to take a quick moment to talk about today's sponsor, War Thunder. War Thunder is a massive free-to-play vehicle combat game for PC, consoles, and mobile. Command over 2,500 incredibly detailed military vehicles, ranging from tanks, planes, helicopters, and ships from over 10 different nations, spanning a huge historical range from 1920s biplanes to modern jets and tanks. The game delivers intense combat with realistic graphics and authentic sound effects. Additionally, the new mobile versions on iOS and Android let you play anywhere, anytime. Join a worldwide community of over 70 million players in epic PvP battles. War Thunder is the perfect game for military history fans. Play for free on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, or mobile using my links in the pinned comment or video description. New and returning players on PC and consoles who haven't played in the last 6 months will also receive a massive bonus pack with multiple premium vehicles and an exclusive vehicle decorator.
All the people in here are working on what DMA hopes will be its new blockbuster. It's a game called Grand Theft Auto. It's got to be finished by the end of June, so they're involved in some pretty hard work in here. It's all about a car chase through the streets of a fictional, probably American city. Here are some of the maps they've been working on.
The core development of GTA up until this point was spearheaded by Rockstar North in Edinburgh, Scotland, which had a core team of roughly 360 individuals. However, with the scale and complexity of GTA 5, Rockstar and Take-Two took a different approach during the development of the game. Instead of one studio working on the game, Rockstar would have all of its studios building out the next entry. As of 2025, there are currently 10 active Rockstar labeled studios, each focusing on a different part of game development. For GTA 5, the studio broke apart various subtasks to individual studios. For Rockstar San Diego, this studio is well known for its work on the Rage engine, which powers, again, most modern Rockstar titles, including GTA 5. They are deeply involved in the technical underpinning and core programming of the engine. For Rockstar Toronto, this studio has a history of developing ports, particularly for the PC versions of previous Rockstar games like GTA 4 and Max Payne 3. For GTA 5, Rockstar Toronto led the development of the Windows PC version, which included significant optimizations and the Rockstar editor. And for Rockstar Lincoln, which is based in the UK, they primarily handled localization and quality assurance for Rockstar games. Their role is crucial in ensuring that the game is bug-free and properly adapted for various languages and regions. And these are just some examples of how Rockstar spread out their development process across the globe for GTA 5. And the list doesn't stop here. Like I said, there are 10 Rockstar labeled studios, all of whom are working on the GTA franchise. Other studios will be equally as important to the development of the game. Since GTA is really an open sandbox, do anything simulator, the amount of assets required to support the game are almost endless. With the added support, the development team for GTA 5 grew from 360 individuals who are at Rockstar North to over 1,000 individuals globally.
Hate me cause I'm beautiful, nigga. Maybe if you got rid of that old yee ass haircut you got, you get some bitches on your dick.
On October 25th of 2011, with no prior warning, Rockstar Games announced the development of Grand Theft Auto 5. 1 week later, on November 2nd, 2011, the world got its first look at the game with the release of the debut trailer. Rockstar had a very uniquely established marketing strategy. They followed the initial reveal with a prolonged period of total silence, allowing speculation and hype to build organically. It was over a year before the next major piece of marketing arrived after the initial trailer. The game was still, of course, heavily in development, but honestly, it still looked incredible this early on. But it seems like their unique marketing strategy of pure silence also extended to post-release Q&A. Because based on all the research I've done so far, there really isn't much about the development of the game during the year gap between the two trailers. We have a lot of information about how the game started development and the initial years of development, but beyond this, it's still unknown. Presumably, Rockstar spent the next 2 years building up assets and bug fixing, alongside making the content roadmap for GTA Online, which I'll touch upon in a moment. But on November 14th of 2012, the second official trailer was released, but this time, Rockstar gave a tentative release date for spring 2013. This trailer officially introduced us to the game's 3 protagonists and also gave us a small glimpse of how their fates are intertwined. But despite Rockstar showing off this incredible single player of the game, they would hold their true money-making machine under wraps for now. Developed simultaneously with the single-player component, GTA Online was Rockstar's big bet on the future longevity of the game. Set a few months before the events of the main game, it allowed up to 30 players to create their own custom characters and forge a career in the shared open world. The initial design vision, according to lead mission designer Imran Sarwar, was to expand on the concept of the single-player heists to create a deeply cooperative experience where each member of a 4-player crew would have a critical and unique role to play in the outcome of complex missions, fueled by a steady stream of free, substantial content updates that continuously expanded the world and also was monetized by the optional sale of shark cards for in-game currency. This created a river of revenue that dwarfed what could have been earned from traditional single-player DLC expansions. Which is why Rockstar canceled the development of single-player expansions for GTA 5. During development, they had planned for 8 single-player DLC packs that would either be canceled or changed to be a part of GTA Online. This financial reality led Rockstar to pivot its post-launch strategy entirely, focusing its resources on the live service and cementing GTA Online as one of the most successful and influential games as a service in history. This success, however, was far greater than even Rockstar had anticipated, and it would have profound consequences for the studio's future, influencing the long development cycle of its next title and contributing to a cultural shift within the company.
Never has there been an opening like this in the entertainment industry. This week, Grand Theft Auto 5 pulled in $1 billion in sales in 3 days. No movie or music release has ever come close to that.
Grand Theft Auto 5 was officially released to the world in September of 2013, but the story of Grand Theft Auto 5's development didn't end in 2013. The game's unprecedented success ensured it would become a generational bridge, a persistent platform that Rockstar would continually update and re-release, using it to understand new hardware and maintain a steady revenue stream during the long development of its future projects. The PC version of GTA 5 had yet to be released, as it needed more time for bug fixing and support for the variable hardware requirements of PC gaming. Alongside the PC release, we would also see upgrades to the next generation of consoles, the PS4 and the Xbox One. But the delay of the PC release of GTA 5 was a blessing in disguise for Rockstar. While they had initially missed out on PC sales by not having the game launch alongside the Xbox 360 and PS3, they hit an unknown goldmine. Players were buying multiple copies of the game across generations solely because of GTA Online. In fact, as of 2025, almost 40% of all copies sold for GTA 5 were sold to people who had already owned the game, and 7.5% were from people who had bought the game on a third platform. Because of this discovery, the games Rockstar would release in the future would follow the same release schedule as GTA 5. release first on consoles, followed by PC, and future console generations. It would become a win-win scenario for Rockstar. The teams would have more time to polish their PC releases, and they would still make a ton of money off of people who want to experience the game on a different platform. That's why we see GTA 6 being released only on 2 console platforms next year. I'm guilty of this too, if I'm being honest. I've owned GTA 5 on like 4 different devices at this point. But back to GTA 5. Like I said, GTA Online became their cash cow, as that's what fueled future re-releases of the game to perform so well. And of course, we can expect GTA 6 to double down on this. But my hope is that us single-player expansion fans can get some love too. Rockstar always put out banger single-player expansions in the past, so it kind of breaks my heart to see a focus entirely on online, but only time will tell. Again, thank you to War Thunder for sponsoring this video. Don't forget to play for free on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, or mobile today by using my links in the pinned comment or video description and claim your massive bonus pack on PC and consoles. The offer is available for a limited time only, so claim it now. And be sure to subscribe to this channel. Thank you guys so much for all the support you've given over the past year. It's been crazy for sure. And stay tuned for the